Are you ready to pack your bags and see some of the most incredible places in the United States? From towering trees to breathtaking canyons, historic landmarks, and even the wonders of modern innovation, the U.S. is home to a rich diversity of experiences that are waiting for you to explore. In this first episode of our 100 Must-See American Landmarks series, I'll be taking you through the first 10 unforgettable places that should be at the top of your travel list. Okay, let's be real for a second. There are so many amazing places to visit in the United States, right? It's honestly overwhelming. From coast to coast, there are natural wonders, historic sites, and vibrant cities that each have their own unique charm. But when you're trying to plan that dream road trip or just pick out your next destination, it's easy to feel lost in the sea of options. How do you know which places are really worth the hype? What are the landmarks that will leave you speechless, help you connect with history, or make you feel like you're stepping into another world? And the biggest question of all, how do you make sure you're not missing out on the must-see gems that everyone talks about? Well, that's exactly what we're tackling today. This series is all about highlighting the most iconic landmarks in the US, and I'll give you the insider details on why each one should be on your radar. We'll go deep into what makes these places special and why you've got to see them before they change or disappear forever. Make a plan, get inspired, and start ticking off these incredible spots from your travel bucket list. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or just getting started, there's a place for everyone to visit in the US. You can start with some iconic natural wonders, explore historic sites that have shaped the country, and even dive into some quirky and unique destinations that might surprise you. In this first episode, we'll be taking a look at 10 must-see landmarks. 1. Sequoia National Park, California. Let's kick things off with one of the most majestic places you'll ever visit, Sequoia National Park in California. This is where you'll find the largest trees in the world, including the General Sherman tree. Standing at over 275 feet tall and with a circumference of 100 feet, these sequoias are truly mind-blowing. Walking through the park, you'll feel like you've entered another world where towering trees stretch to the sky and nature's beauty surrounds you at every turn. The air is crisp, the forest is serene, and the views are nothing short of epic. Sequoia National Park is perfect for hiking, camping, and simply taking in the grandeur of nature. Don't forget to drive through the giant forest and be prepared to be awestruck. Travel tip. The best time to visit is in spring or fall when the crowds are thinner, and the weather is perfect for outdoor activities, too. The Grand Canyon, Arizona. If there's one place that should be on everyone's travel bucket list, it's the Grand Canyon. This UNESCO World Heritage Site stretches over 277 miles and plunges more than a mile deep. The view from the rim is jaw-dropping, and the sheer size of this natural wonder is something you'll never forget. You can experience the Grand Canyon from a variety of angles, whether you choose to hike down into the canyon, ride a mule, or take a helicopter tour for an unforgettable bird's eye view. There's something here for everyone. For a truly once-in-a-lifetime experience, consider doing the South Kaibab Trail for incredible views that will make your camera work overtime. Pro tip: if you're visiting in summer, be prepared for crowds. Try to visit early in the morning or late in the afternoon to avoid the peak times. 3. Devil's Tower National Monument, Wyoming. Next, we're heading to Devil's Tower in Wyoming, a place that's both striking and mysterious. This towering monolith rises 1,267 feet above the surrounding landscape and has been an iconic part of American culture. Whether you've seen it in movies like Close Encounters of the Third Kind or just heard about it from friends, there's something about seeing it in person that's absolutely mesmerizing. What's even cooler? It's sacred to many Native American tribes, and you can learn more about its cultural significance by visiting the interpretive centers and hiking the trails around the monument. Fun fact, you can also spot some amazing wildlife in the area, like bison, prairie dogs, and eagles, so keep your eyes peeled. For Pearl Harbor National Memorial, Hawaii. For a somber yet incredibly important visit, Pearl Harbor in Hawaii is a must. This national memorial commemorates the attack on Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941, and the lives lost in that tragic event. The USS Arizona Memorial sits above the sunken battleship, offering visitors a chance to pay their respects and reflect on the impact of World War II. You'll also want to visit the Pearl Harbor Visitor Center, where you can learn more about the history of the attack and its significance to American history. The museum is packed with exhibits, photos, and artifacts that bring this pivotal moment in history to life. Travel tip: try to arrive early, as this popular site can get crowded. It's best to book tickets in advance. 5. The San Diego Zoo, California. Shifting gears a bit, let's talk about a fun, family-friendly destination. The San Diego Zoo. Known worldwide for its conservation efforts, the San Diego Zoo is home to over 3,500 animals, including pandas, koalas, and countless endangered species. This place isn't just a zoo, it's an immersive experience that brings you up close to wildlife from all over the world. The zoo's lush, naturalistic habitats make it feel like you're walking through different continents from Africa to Australia and beyond. It's one of the best places to see rare animals and learn about the efforts to preserve endangered species. Pro tip: don't miss the giraffe feeding experience, it's a total crowd pleaser. 6. The International Spy Museum, Washington, D.C. For something a little different, head to the heart of our nation's capital and check out the International Spy Museum. This interactive museum takes you deep into the world of espionage, with exhibits on real-life spies, secret missions, and the technology behind covert operations. From the Cold War to modern-day cyber espionage, you'll get a behind-the-scenes look at how spies operate. And it's not just for history buffs, there are interactive exhibits and puzzles that will make you feel like you're part of a spy mission. If you're into mysteries and intrigue, this is the place for you. Travel tip: be sure to check out the museum's spy store, where you can pick up some cool spy gadgets for yourself. 7. Williamsburg, Virginia. Step back in time and visit Williamsburg, one of the most famous living history museums in the U.S. As the capital of colonial Virginia, Williamsburg was a center of American history during the 18th century. Today, it's a well-preserved town that looks much like it did in the 1700s, complete with costumed interpreters, historical reenactments, and colonial-style buildings. Walking through Williamsburg, you'll get a chance to experience life as it was in the early days of America. Don't miss the Governor's Palace, where you can learn about the political history of the time, or the historic area, where you can explore the homes, shops, and markets that made up the heart of colonial life. Travel tip: Williamsburg is part of the historic Triangle, including Jamestown and Yorktown, so consider visiting all three for a full immersion into America's early history. 8. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cleveland. Now, let's talk about something for the music lovers. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, Ohio, is the ultimate tribute to the legends of rock music. From Elvis Presley to Madonna to Nirvana, this museum houses memorabilia from some of the greatest musicians in history. You'll find iconic instruments, stage outfits, handwritten lyrics, and even personal artifacts from the stars that shaped the sound of rock and roll. The exhibits are dynamic, so you'll find something new each time you visit. Plus, the inductee exhibit is a highlight, showcasing the musicians who've earned their place in rock history. Travel tip: if you're planning a visit, check the schedule to see if any special events or concerts are happening during your stay. 9. Biscayne National Park, Florida. Next up, we're heading to the sunny coast of Florida and Biscayne National Park. Located just south of Miami, this park is known for its crystal clear waters, coral reefs, and marine life. The park is mostly submerged, so you can explore its beauty through boat tour, snorkeling, or scuba diving. You'll be able to get up close with vibrant coral, tropical fish, and maybe even a manatee or two. For a unique experience, check out the Biscayne National Park Institute for educational programs about the park's ecosystem. Pro tip: for the best snorkeling spots, head to Holocaust Reef. It's one of the most popular sites in the park. 10. Yellowstone National Park, Wyoming. Last but certainly not least, Yellowstone National Park is one of the most famous and historic national parks in the U.S., known for its geothermal wonders like Old Faithful and its impressive wildlife. Yellowstone is a must-see for any nature lover. The park spans over 2.2 million acres and is home to lush forests, crystal clear lakes, and jagged mountain ranges. But what really sets Yellowstone apart are its geothermal features, including bubbling hot springs and colorful geysers. Keep an eye out for wildlife as bison, elk, and even wolves roam freely across the park. Travel tip: if you're visiting during the summer, be prepared for large crowds. Try to plan your visit during the shoulder season, spring or fall, for a more peaceful experience. Make sure to subscribe to Pack Fast and Fly Far for more episodes in this series, where we'll explore even more amazing landmarks from coast to coast. Whether you're a history buff, nature enthusiast, or just looking for your next big adventure, this series is your ultimate guide to the best of the best. So, pack your bags, hit that subscribe button, and let's go see the world together. Happy travels, everyone!